Welcome, welcome on this glorious super moon. I'm going to see it.
Pouring with rain here in the tropics.
Maybe I could go live on Facebook. What do we do? I have to put my details in. Do that next time. Okay. Because same as, yeah, that's a bit. If anyone else can hear that. Oh, I can hear you guys now. Denise, I think I can hear your background, so that's good.
Hey,
Yes,
Jill,
yeah.
can you hear me?
I can hear now. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, that's nicer. Right, I'm going to read what you've all put in the chat box. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Lee.
Hello.
Plymouth, Leicestershire, Hertfordshire, South of England, North Wales. Can hear you too, Jill. Yes, good, good. Midlands, UK. Denise from Antigua. It's raining. Oh, it's like rainy season there now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Good UK. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, thank you all for coming. I thought I would just do an impromptu full moon activation, especially as we're still in the Lionsgate a little bit. Can any of you just put in the chat box what you are feeling, and have you had a kind of, what's the best word to put it? Do you feel that you've had any karma thrown at you in the last few days? Or have you had an opportunity to see something that you need to cleanse? Have you had any difficult conversations, or are you just in a kind of good space at the moment? Just put something in the chat box so I know where you're at. Having some really positives at the moment. Yes, with myself.
Hi.
Trying. I'm just going to mute you, Denise, because I can hear you, and Carla for now. Hi to everyone I can't see. I don't know if I know you're not. Hayley, Lisa, Kelly, Kirsty, I definitely do. Kate B, is that Kate Briscoe by any chance? Bernadette. How do we connect with myself? It says everyone's muted. Why can't I hear someone? Is there someone else on another page? Have a look. Okay, stories coming in. It's very strange. Right. Hi, K-Story. Put something in the chat box about how you're feeling right now. Vicky and Carla. I'm just muting you guys because I can hear you. Thank you. I feel like I should definitely tell everyone about their flaws. Nah. Okay, that might be something good to look at, what's deeply irritating you rather than them. For you guys that don't know me, by the way, so I channel, I do channel, and over the Lionsgate we channeled deep cosmic energy, and we had connection with Syrian beings and Andromedan beings, and we were actually shown a new method to connect with our intuition, which was wonderful. Before that, I was a trauma release expert, and I've kind of mingled the two now. So I work specifically with identifying emotions and energy, and then how that works to get clarity for you guys as individuals. Yeah, I think that's the simplest way of putting it. There is more to it. I'll ask you a question in a minute. I've just had a thought. Self-doubt has been thrown at me again. Okay, low energy leading up to Lions. Okay. Yeah, so that will be a massive amount of growth. I tell you something that's really interesting. The more we feel that we're in a bit of a storm, the more our soul is having fun. So the more stress and struggles and wild ride and emotions that we're actually having soul growth. So our higher self is actually laughing and having a massive amount of fun because we're actually experiencing emotions, because our soul likes us to have all of those emotions. It's when we're stagnant and doing very little that our soul gets bored and doesn't wants us to move forward. So any emotion is good, even though it might not feel it. And just remember that anything that you've experienced, you always come out the other side. You know, when we're in those dark spots, just remember that we always come out the other side, and we kind of create all of it, which is scary sometimes, just through our own beliefs and our actions and all of those things. I'm sure most of you know this anyway. Possibly a shadow work needed, maybe projecting feelings onto situations. Cool, good awareness there. I also feel uber critical of others and how they're showing up. Theme coming up. Okay, so this is all internal work about frustrations that are not being achievements that, or desires that aren't being heard ourselves. So we're kind of putting it onto our others. So just feel into that as we're going through. What are your desires? What does your professional or love life feel and look like if you could just be in a magical creative space, and then move into that, and then the irritation for others will just go by the wayside because it's there's the focus. I've been trying to do good for a friend, and lots of good is happening there, even though we are losing her. Okay, I haven't done this before, so I'm not entirely sure what is required about, so I'm learning. But like soul midwifery, you mean? Yeah, I've kind of been involved with that a little bit. It is very rewarding and very sad and very assuring that there's far more out there looking after us as soon as we ask for it. So yeah, just keep asking for support if that's what you mean, or tell me if that isn't what you mean. Still a bit unbalanced, but good. I think more transformational and balanced. Yeah, it's almost like for you, James, it feels like you're being unbalanced on purpose because you're just too comfortable. You're just too like, yeah, you know, I'm just having a great time. So you're getting one of those and then one of those. Come on, that kind of thing. I can see you being like your shoulders being nudged, and outside of me thinking everyone's a knob. Cool. In a great place, great day, but did finally contact police re-ex. Oh, lots of energy work and having a stern. Is that after you connected with that higher self by any chance? Got some money due made.
Yeah, I tried that and various other things and forgivenesses and stuff, and we're still getting atrocious emails.
Oh.
So another spurt of them. So I finally contacted. It's actually a domestic violence unit I used to do some art therapy for.
Okay.
They're basically it's stalking and harassment.
Yeah.
So I might not necessarily. It might not necessarily go too far, but there's like there's an empowerment control thing.
Yeah.
And after 3.5 years of being patient and only responding once and that not working, I need to, because I left my bedroom window, my window open last night. I ended up having a dream about him.
Yeah.
Like being in my home.
Mm.
So I thought, right, well, I'm obviously not as cool about this as I thought. So I'll do something to take my power back a bit.
Well done.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm all right, but I mean, it's something that's kind of come up again of late, and like the trust thing. So I'm quite pleased that I've responded to it, and I've been doing work around trust and things like that in terms of the masculinity and things. So
okay, cool. I'm going to be running the cosmic relationship course again soon, just 4 weeks, so make sure you can, if you can, get on that, because we'll bust through a whole lot of
I'll tell the universe right after this Zoom.
we're cosmic order it. With that in mind, as I'm reading through, can you also put, guys, if you would be more interested in cosmic relationship course or conscious relationship course to help you either be better in relationships or get a relationship, or would you be more interested in intuitive growth and spiritual awareness as a next course? I am going to do both, but I'm not sure which one to do first, so I might just go see what you guys are, if there's a majority. And if any of you'd like to be on my mailing list, go on to my website, jillkirkham.com, and just get the relationship release meditation that's free on the top of the website, and then you'll be on my mailing list, because then I can tell you when the courses come. I'm going to do a retreat really soon too. Right, let's see. I loved it with my new puppy. That's great. My soul is happy, and that anxiety and feeling over the last couple of weeks is a new energetic phase for me. Definitely, it's been like a roller coaster. Frustrated with myself for not getting on with the new line of work. I can see you're being really hard on yourself, Denise. Give yourself to the 12th, because that's when this Lionsgate portal is coming to an end. So just give yourself at least 48 hours of just being really kind to yourself, because actually what you're doing by being hard on yourself in this energy is lowering your vibration when we're in the shift. So if you could just be really lovely, like the most lovely you could possibly be to yourself for the next 48 hours, you have full permission, if you can give it to yourself, to do that. And that goes for anybody else. I've been pushed out of my comfort zone twice on Sunday. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I have as well, and I had to dig very deep to be fully conscious with some responses. So I'm feeling you, Carla. Feel pulled in different directions, but oh myself, brilliant. So I'm using my friend. She is amazing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay, beautiful. Yeah, that's what I meant by soul midwifery, because you kind of go, you connect with the soul in as they're going across, and you can help them feel safe in and connect with whoever's going to take them over from the 4th dimension. In my map of the world, it might not be in everyone. As always, with anything that I do or say, just take what is useful and just don't bother. if you don't agree with it or don't connect with it, it's literally everything is learning, everything is growth, everything is, you know, what we feel is true to ourselves. Okay, intuitive growth. Intuitive growth. Oh, all of you are more interested in intuitive growth. Interesting. Well, that's kind of summed that one up there. Okay, thank you for that. Right, let's see what happens then in this little meditation we're doing. Okay, what I would like you to do is have a little feel into an intention for this evening. So this is your own personal intention. I wrote down what it should be. A new idea, not to take into action until after the Lionsgate, perhaps. But if you were to have like a magical professional creative idea, or a magical professional relationship-based idea, what would it be around? So the intention is to have an idea to create what? Just write that down or put it in the chat box, or whatever you want to do to be witnessed. The more you write things down, the more they're coming through you onto a pen. If you get it witnessed in the chat box, even better, because you've said it in front of other souls with eyes that are eyeballing you. You said it out loud. There's all these kinds of energetic references that we think aren't important, but they are. It's just one step into more courageous action. I'm all molded by it, hey? Yummy. Oh, I'm getting tingles on my arms. What was the question? Intention for this session. So if you were to have an idea for something, would it be for say a kind of creative idea? What would it bring to you? Or I intend to feel something for that, or have an idea for this. It's around bringing ideas in. So what would the ideas bring to you? It can be of kind of off the wall thing. Partnership and relationship. Yeah.
Are we thinking of an idea, or are we thinking of an outcome regardless of an idea?
So it's an intention. So an intention for this activation is to give you the energetic threads for the outcome, or for, you know, what it's going to bring to you. But it's around new ideas, so new perspectives. We're in an Aquarius energy, and it's a supermoon, so we're very much in the kind of innovation space, seeing things from a broader perspective space. It's more like awareness over ego. Sorry, can you hear people shouting? No. Noisy people? No. Okay. Yeah, that kind of thing. Say, shut up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what is happening. The intention for the ideas to come to bring this for me, or the ideas for me to bring this, anything like that. Oh, really? What's that gone? Should I use one of my crystals with this? I haven't. Yeah, go on. Pick a crystal. You can put it on your third eye or on your heart, or if it's a grounding crystal, you can put it by your bum. Hold it in your left hand, because that's where we generally receive, and then we channel out through the right. You can put it on the back of your neck, altar major. It's a very connective chakra. Whatever feels right for you. Don't think about it, just kind of feel it. Put that in a really camp way then. Okay, interesting. I wonder if the Andromedans came through yesterday, and in the Lionsgate 2 days ago, and they made us laugh so much so that we were in a really high vibration. And they went, so we're going to do the intuition a new way, and they got this purple glass with a gold rim and a purple. It was gold, purple, red, and blue cosmic fluid, and they kind of poured it all in. But they were laughing so much, so the joy was so high that it became like vapor frequency, and then all the way down through the neck, all the way down to the feet, into the earth star chakra. So yeah, I'm wondering if that might come in again. It's a very beautiful activation. We shall see. There'll be something else today, I think. Okay, read the last few and then we shall go. What you're doing here, interesting. Yeah, that kind of comes with trying a few things, which I'm sure you're doing, but it's not necessarily something we ever get given. It's almost like we come onto this planet. This is from my experience. We come onto this planet and we have all the options, and part of the soul's purpose is to feel our way through by doing something, trying something, experimenting a bit. Actually, that can be the hardest bit because we're so capable of so many things. It's just self-belief when we know what really chimes in the alignment. Okay, same 4 new messages, but I think I've got through them. Okay. Let's see what comes up. I'm going to ask you just to stand up for a moment, and we're going to. Oh, there's 2 pigeons kissing on my roof outside. They're like beaking each other. There's a sign, or fighting. No, it's kind of kissing. Okay, so those of you that have been on an activation or anything with me before, we get into the figure of 8 with our hips so that we can, my very flowery shorts, hope you like them, so we can open all of this area here. So kind of just moving into the figure of 8. You get as sensual as you want. Try and make yourself a bit more flexible if you need to lean forward or straighten out your back and just stretch a bit. This is your moment just to feel more connected to your body, especially if you've been sat or lying down all day. You want to stretch your arms up in the air, do that. You want to put your arms out and then maybe put your hands up and then twist your hands down. Notice the rotation that's feeling good. This is literally about feeling good. So anything that your arms or shoulders need. Shoulder rolling. I need that one. And then on the feet, stretching the toes out like this, and the hands. You can do the hands and feet at the same time, maybe. How much do your hands and feet need a good stretch? Oh, that's going all the way down into the lower spine. And maybe stand still. And then I am not a yoga teacher. I'm not qualified to tell you to do this. If you're all right with your neck, just move it to the left. Crunch, crunch, all the way to the right. And straight up, all the way to the back, but don't push it too far. Stretch out the throat a bit, don't go all the way back. And then chin down to chest. Okay. And then back to the figure of 8 and just give it a little wiggle and a dance, get the energy up. Jump around a bit. Shake it off, shake it off. Come and sit back down. Thank you. I love it that some of you stayed on to dance like no one's watching or don't care. Fabulous. Right, let's see what's coming in. Drinking some water if you want to. I'm going to move the laptop a bit closer. I might actually put this thing on so I can go closer. See my nose. Okay. Better. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm actually stalling. So something really good is coming through. Oh, it's a proper ADHD symptom. Okay. Taking some breath. So we're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 4. And I might even do a little bit of a sing because it felt so good when I did it earlier. I'm just going to go on to stopwatch so I can do this. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, 2, 3, 4. hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to your normal breath. What I'm doing is a series of little exercises within the meditation to get you fully present so that your day can just kind of drift away and not be so present with you. So you're present with me, you're present with yourself. I'm inviting in the beings, the guides, the light, all for our highest purpose, our higher selves. Bringing in the white light fire, holding space. Are the angels Gabriel and Michael. They're forming a white light fire for us right now, right in this meditation. They're reminding you that this full moon is full of possibilities. We're still in the last few times, hours, days of the Lionsgate energy. And we are really, really happy that we are all here together, holding the intention, feeling really optimized, interestingly, to be here in this way. Knowing that the energy is all about enhancing what we need, what we do, and how we do it, so that we can see how we can do things better. I'm going to ask you to repeat the mantra with me, I'm light. We're going to do it for 10 seconds out loud, then 30 seconds a whisper, and then 60 seconds in your own mind, just to completely raise your frequency and connect with your heart. So as you're feeling that light, we're going to do it together in a moment. I would like you to focus on bringing light into your heart with a lot of the energetic mastery techniques that we have been doing lately, and actually guided by Ascendant Master Merlin. It's literally just the high heart. So in the top of our chest, in our top of our ribs, so that we're not opening our whole heart when we're working with others, so that we can keep that bit sacred and precious to us. And it's been a real gift to me. So while I'm doing work with many, many people, I used to get drained, and now this is like my activation space, my high heart. So out loud, bringing the light into your heart, bringing the light into your body with me. Count to 10. Sorry, I'm going to count it in on 1, 2, 3. We say, I'm light together. 1, 2, 3. I'm light. 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 Stop and breathe and just notice any state change. And then whisper it for 30 seconds, bringing in that light, giving yourself full empowerment. 1, 2, 3. I'm light. 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 Stop and breathe. Okay. And now for 2 minutes, I am going to go silent. And I would like you to say, I'm light, in your own head, over and over again, so you are feeling more empowered and confident that you can drop into your heart space now and in any time. And feeling those angels cheering on as we do this. So in your own mind, I'll come back to you in 2 minutes. 1, 2, 3, go. Notice states change. Find yourself sitting on a deck chair on a beach. Feel yourself scrunching the sand. Feel how relaxed you are in the sun. Feels like it's setting. And you can see the moon rising on the other side of the water. When you look up, see this huge bird of prey. And as you look up, starts to be warm raindrops gently falling on your face. You love it because you're a bit hot and a bit sticky. And actually this hot and stickiness represents old stagnant energy that you are bored of, energy you do not need, energy that you have acknowledged, and it's kind of come to the surface, come to the top of your skin. And the bird of prey gave you a little wink, and you were wondering whether he or she was talking to you, and you found that profoundly telepathic. And then you realize the full moon is Aquarius, and that's all about enhancing our psychic and telepathic abilities. So what does this rain mean? Well, with a very playful edge and the eyes of several star beings kind of peeking through, it feels now that we are feeling trickled on by a deep cleansing rain. And it's so fine. It's touching your energy. It's almost like someone, you could even do it with your own skin. It's like someone's touching your own skin very, very gently. But it's cleansing rain. Like as though you're moving your fingers on your own legs or arms very, very gently, moving them very fast, but kind of gently. All over your skin. Oh, sorry, a new person came in. Just keep breathing. Feel everything cleansing as your skin is feeling that beautiful rain, and feel mesmerized by the bird. The bird is flying across you and over the water. And it feels like the bird has a message for you. They're calling you in. They're calling you in. They're a 5D bird. It's a huge, like an eagle. You can see it's so much lighter. The energy is more vibrant. It's almost twinkling as the feathers are moving. You're just completely in awe of this bird. And as you are looking at the bird, you feel like you're almost flying yourself. You want to raise your hands up and down, and you're going up to the bird. And then you go up in through the bird, and you're lying in the bird position, and you are looking through the eyes of this magical bird, this huge bird of prey. And now you're getting the vision, the long-sighted vision of this bird of prey. You're looking down across the sea. You're looking across. Far, far into the distance is a rainbow. The ideas rainbow. The creative intention ideas rainbow. Fly towards the rainbow. Feel, sense, see, just know there is no right or wrong. Just fly gently away from all of that stuff that you've just cleansed, and then you look down on the beach and you can almost see all of your debris sinking into the sand, and you kind of laugh, although it feels a bit strange, but we're in a whole totally different magical 5D dimensional space of all potentiality. Fly towards that rainbow. And as you get really close, you're literally flying into the rainbow. And as the bird swoops from left to right, you can see the colours in through your vision. So you're going, and then everything's pink, and everything's blue, and then everything is yellow. Find the colour that you are drawn to the most and fly through that colour. What does that colour feel like to you? What does that colour represent to you? Keep flying. You might want to fly and fly back round through another colour. What does that colour feel like? Heavier, lighter, more attractive, safer, more fun? Notice that colour. What colour? What does that mean to you? Your intuition is coming through the bird, and it's about feeding into from future, from now, is your bird's eye vision with your intuition, knowing, feel things through colour. The wisdom keeper of this bird is saying to you, when you have an idea, feel into the colour of that idea and just play with it. And although you're in a meditation, it feels like you're actually having a direct conversation with a very wise. Some of you may be flying, some of you may have gone and sat somewhere now, it feels. Go off and play with that bird. Just feel yourself in magical realms, just for a moment, in and out, flying around. And the bird suddenly comes back to you, and you're looking very much through their eyes. And the bird says, would you like to fly to Saturn? And although you are the bird and the bird is you, you're still having this conversation, and you say yes immediately. I'm not sure why, but it feels quite uncomfortable, but comfortable at the same time. So it's the yin, the yang, the polarity, the duality. Saturn is the king of karma. What you have been potentially experiencing over the last few days. And karma has a big smile. As you fly up on your magical bird towards Saturn, getting now into the cosmos, so where you had a blue sky before, you now have a dark, starry cosmos. And you fly towards Saturn. Saturn's got a big smile on their face. He's winking, or she's winking. Mine's a he, yours might be a she. A genderless planet is winking at you. Feel that into your heart. For a moment, there's some self-forgiveness that is required. Let go of that judgment. Let go of that responsibility. Let go of that obligation. Feel soft and gentle. I'm getting the words just desserts, and I don't know why, and it feels like there's been a little bit too much harsh judgment going on. The inner critic may have been sneaking around. And rightly so, because the king of karma wanted you to learn some wonderful lessons, because your soul was having that wild ride. And now, standing on ceremony, hey? The king of karma would like you to come and put yourself on his planet, outside of the bird. So the bird and you separate, and you kind of fly over on your own to Saturn. And you find yourself landing on Saturn. And you just sit there, cross-legged, or sit on a chair, your very own chair on Saturn. You're finding the still point of what feeling karma might create, the still point and amongst the chaos of what karma may create. And you're realizing how much you've grown, and you've realized now how much you can see, and it's really time to give yourself a break. You know when to be responsible. You know when you're doing shadowy stuff. You know that karma at this stage in the game could be very instant. And you know that you are here to have a wonderful, joyful life. The forgiveness is real. Allow that to flow through your body, feeling a sense of relief. Thanks, Saturn, for the reminder. And fly away from Saturn, back towards the bird. You become one with the bird again. You get a real feeling that this bird's outward look is representing your ability to see your inner world. And over the last few weeks, that may have been difficult because you've been kind of holding yourself accountable to not only karma, but new ways of being. And there's been some stress and other people and comparison and irritation. And that pushy, fiery, ego-y Leo energy, the dancing in confidence, the courageous action. Feel that coming around. There's a heat. The bird is now flying through this hot air. And it's literally laughing because you just cooled down in the rain of cleansing before you went for a fly. And the bird says, do not fear. We're going to go in the sea while you are. The bird has a sense of humor. So while you're in this mind state of feeling a bit hot and fiery and pushing through, it's now time to dive out of the bird, thanking the bird as he flies off. He or she, mine's a he, and he flies off. And you dive like the best Olympic dive you've ever done, down into the sea. And as you do, you're feeling that the water is connecting you with your psychic gifts, connecting you even deeper as your third eye feels slightly turned on, more engaged, more aware, and more open. What a gift. You cool down, completely soaked. You come out towards the water's edge. You take some deep breaths and you find yourself sitting again on the chair on the beach. Now you find yourself sitting where you are right now. You're bringing all parts back to you, thanking the water for the connection with the psychic gifts, thanking the fire for reminding you how courageous and confident you've become, and realizing that the push might be too much right now, and thanking Saturn, who's just given you another wink that you may have just been resolving some karma over the last few weeks. Coming back slowly, thanking all the beings, the guides, thanking each